Hello, everyone. It is the end of the year. It is December. So exciting. I really hope that everyone is having a lot of good holiday food and seeing a lot of nice lights. And this is kind of the season for shopping. And that is why I wanted to make this video, because I have been learning a lot about purchasing your book from multiple websites throughout Europe and America, and I really just wanted to share my own experience and be totally transparent with you about like what I'm charging, what I would be making, so that you can better understand if you want to make your own book. Doing the math and learning about, the money and all that stuff is, to me, I am not good at like all of this type of thing. I just want to make art and, like do colorful, fun, artsy things. But this is the most important thing, because we need to make that money so that we can make our hair cute and color it and buy super cute outfits and just do fun things and not have to worry. So that is why I'm making this video, to just explain about it. Anyways, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is Amazon, because that is where most people will self-publish their book. It is the most reach, and overall, I think Amazon is great. So the printing cost of this is about $6.52. I have decided to charge $14.99 for this book, so it's about $15. And I would be making about $2.47 per book. And that is pretty much, there's nothing else behind that. There's no like extra fees or anything like that. It's also, just so you know, you are able to add your prices in. If I wanted to, I can charge $20 for this book, even though I doubt anyone's going to pay $20 for this little thing. It would be nice though. But you can change your price, update it. It changes pretty automatically, which is nice. And you can update the prices on all of the Amazons, like Amazon France, Amazon Canada, Japan, all of that. So just so you know. The next book I am going to talk about that I have used for printing is Lulu. We don't like Lulu. Lulu is the snobby rich girl that's like, I'm going to charge a lot of money, and yeah, just so you know. It doesn't matter how many I buy. If I buy 50 or 100 of these, they're still going to be like $24 per book. And I have realized, because I've done research after, that most book printing places will lower the price of your book depending on how many books you purchase. Yes, why am I using Lulu? I know. So I will explain to you why I am using Lulu. First of all, I wanted to sell my books in America, and Lulu was one of the top sites. Secondly, it integrates well with my website, so I can integrate Lulu into my Wix website. I have the creative control, which is really nice. That's about it. That's like the only good part of Lulu, pretty much. I am going to give you a real scenario that has happened, and hopefully this can help you paint the picture, because I found these things out when my mom purchased this book. So I have this book on my website, and it's about $25, and my mom purchased this book on my site, and I had it at $32.99. I was charging that much, but I made my book on sale for $28.05. So then my mom also had to pay $7 on top of that. So she ended up paying $35.05 for this book with shipping, which, that's fine. So then Wix and Lulu are actually not integrated. So when my mom purchases on Wix, she puts her credit card into Wix, and then Wix gets the money, and then Wix will send it to Lulu, but I have to put my credit card info in, and I have to make the payment on the Lulu website. And I have to manually decide how much the shipping rates are. So I have to go on to Wix and basically be like, okay, I'm going to charge $7 for shipping in US. I'm going to charge $9 for shipping in Europe, and then I'll charge $11 for shipping in Canada. Back to my mom's purchase. So I went in, my mom paid $35.05 for the book on my website. And then I went into Lulu and I ended up paying $35.77. So I guess it's not too bad. I lost some cents. But something else that I did not realize, I found out after, because I really am new to this and I'm learning everything right now myself. Wix has a little processing fee. So I had a processing fee of about $1.32. So I ended up paying $37.09. So my mom purchased this for $35.05, and I lose $2.04. It's not a big deal, but I would like to make at least $1 on a book. Come on. Anyways, lessons learned. It also sucks because I don't want to charge a lot for my book. I just literally don't have a choice, or I make nothing. If I could, I would honestly give my book to everyone, because I love my book and I love sharing my art, and it makes me happy when other people enjoy my art. So that is why this has been so frustrating for me, to be honest. Now we're going to go into the next story. So one of my dreams is I want to have a book signing. It can be in a tiny bookstore. It doesn't need to be a ton of people, but I really, really want to be at a book event where people come and they come to see me, and I sign the book and smile at them, and I cry because I literally cannot believe that this moment is happening. It's a dream of mine, and I've thought about it for so long. Anyways, I took this book to a bookstore here in Lisbon because I'm living in Portugal, and I told them about my book. They really liked it. They thought it was cute, the visuals, the colors, everything. The only issue was the price. So basically, I would have to get this book and sell it to them at least $10, so that they can charge $15 at the bookstore, because they said it is just too expensive. No one's going to pay $30 for this book, which I totally understand. I wouldn't myself. I just think it's too expensive. So my goal was to get this book at $10 per book. And I honestly was thinking, this is impossible. What am I going to do? I've paid $24 for this book. I even purchased 50 of them, which is embarrassing. And I lost a lot of money doing it. And it's a big lesson learned. But they told me that there are book printing places in Europe that you can use that are more affordable. And I ended up going home and going into a little rabbit hole and just looking up all these printing places. And I ended up narrowing it down to two places. So the first place is called Druka Tava, and then the other place, which I'm really, really happy about, is called Booksfactory. And these are the books from Booksfactory. I got them literally today. I was not planning on making this video. This video is last minute, and I decided to make this video because I just got this in the mail like an hour ago. And I was like, I have a lot to talk about. I can talk about all of like royalties and pricing and whatnot. Booksfactory is the winner. I like them. First of all, they were the most responsive and they were the nicest to me. We did a lot of back and forth, and I actually really respect that they were still chatting with me because I was asking a lot of things that I was not sure about. Secondly, and the main reason I like them is I got both of these books for free. They told me, we give free samples, so you don't have to pay anything. I didn't even pay shipping. So that's amazing. And I'm so happy that I did this because I can finally compare the two. And I really wanted to show them to you. I like that I'm able to compare matte and gloss. I think you can easily see which one is gloss because gloss is the shiny one. So here's the matte book cover, and then here is the gloss. You can see all the shine. But the area that you can really see the difference is the colored pages because the colors just stand out so much more on the gloss and it just looks so much better. And I think I'm just gonna go with them. I'm gonna just hold them up side by side so you can see really quick. So 50 of these books would be $473, which would be $9.40 per book. And then 100 of these books would be $836, which would make these books $8.36 per book. So if I were to purchase 100 books, it's about $1 less than if I were to purchase 50 of them. So that's not bad. Literally, I got it down to $8.36. Yes! I honestly didn't think I'd be able to do it. Honestly, I was like, this book was $24. How am I going to get a book that cheap? It is possible. Don't use Lulu. They suck. I have made so many mistakes and I have been learning so many lessons, and I'm really, really happy that I can at least share it with you all because we don't want to lose money. No, we're not losing any more money. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have any experiences around book printing or if you have questions, just let me know, comment, like the video if this helped you out at all. And yeah, thank you so much again. Bye.